Good morning, cousins. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I want to talk about student loan and how Black folks can pay for college. And I just want to have a conversation. I was trying to make this in a shorts, but I said, no, I really need to have this video about all the complaints and the crying about college and how college is expensive and how we gonna pay for college and what we gonna do. We really need to have why when is Biden gonna cancel our student loan? I'm just really annoyed, and I'm annoyed because when I went to school, when I went to college 20 some years ago, I went to school with people who still has not paid off their student loans. And their kids now are going to college, and they're on my timeline crying about how they're going to pay for college. College is so expensive. They have their own student loan. When is Biden going to cancel student loan debt? And some of the people are saying he's panic. See, they know if they offer Black folks a handout, all you have to do is say you're going to give me something and you'll get my vote. And this is not for the people who talk about college ain't for everybody. Log off now, boo-boo. Don't you come over here with college ain't for everybody. Because Black folks are the only ones that say that. You don't hear the white people saying that. You don't hear the white parents saying that. You don't hear Asian parents saying that. You don't hear Indian parents saying that. You don't even hear our African brothers and sisters come here to this country saying that. The only people who's talking about college ain't for everybody are Black Americans. Why ain't college for everybody? 50 years ago, college was for everybody. Now, technically, is college not for everybody? Yeah. But, boo-boo, we can't, everybody's don't want to be no bus driver, no mechanic. Then y'all complain you're the bottom of the total pole, but y'all don't want to go to college. And you're encouraging your kids not to go to. I know this man on my Facebook who told his kids they're not going to college because he's not going to pay for it. Why why are we telling our kids and we want to plan in our college ain't for everybody? So this is not for the college ain't for everybody. This is for the kid parents and kid people who want kids to go to college. See, my boy is going to be going to college. To this day, people call him Mr. President. Oh, I should have gotten that picture of him and Obama. Let me get that picture. I can't find the picture. There was a picture of little Michael in this picture. I gotta find it. And Barack Obama. This was third grade. And in third grade, the kids had to say what they want to be. And everybody, we live in a Hispanic community, all the teachers, they put little Michael is presidente. Mami, Michelito presidente. He presidente Obama. Presidente Obama. I don't like that we limit our children. Oh, you not going to go to college because I can't afford it. Why can't you afford it? Or every college ain't for everybody. But then we complain about you're the bottom of the total pole, but you're not trying to help your kids to get in a position. Why Black people? Why we all of us gotta be mechanics and why we can't be doctors and lawyers and financiers and bankers and executives and vice presidents and presidents of companies? Why our kids can't be CFOs and engineers? My boy want to be an engineer. So you know what? He wants to be an engineer. Daddy and I, we need to be saving that money. See, we need to give our kids options. You want to go to college, you can go to college. You don't want to go, you don't want to go. But I'm just telling you, the white parents, the Indian parents, our African brothers and sisters, the Asian parents, they are not telling that to their kids. You're not hearing them say that. College ain't for everybody. Only the black folks is saying that. Everybody can be Mike Zuckerberg. And he went, and at least he went. So the parents that's on my timeline that I went to school with 20 some years ago that have not paid off their student loans, that we all know, I'm talking about people I know. This is not something I'm making up. These are people I know. I went to school with them. We went to church together. A lot of us went to Essex. We went to Rutgers, Bloomfield, NGIT, and Kane. I know these people. These are people I know personally who took out student loans, y'all. I got a free ride to college, but every year they still push the student loan paper in front of you. Janice, you could take $20,000 out. No, thank you. And the kids I went to school with, they were taking $20,000 and $30,000 student loans to buy cars and to rent apartments they could not afford. And you know what wise Janice did? I stayed in my studio apartment. It was a one-room apartment. My head was next to my refrigerator. I had one room, one full-size bed, one table TV, one bathroom, and me and Lexi, we stayed in that apartment because I refused, and I paid $380 a month. God bless Mr. Shah. He said, "You're a young lady, you're trying, I'm not going to raise your rent." And for years, I paid $380. And I stayed in that one student studio apartment because I said, I refuse at 19, y'all. So for those of you who's 40 and 50 making excuses, at 19, I knew, do not take out all this money and get into student loan debt because you're going to have to pay this money back. When my friends, I've lost friends that I went to school with because I would not leave my studio apartment and come rent an apartment with them, paying $1,000 each and share a 3-bedroom apartment. Now, why would I give up my studio apartment where it's just me and Lexi? I could come home, close my door. It's me and my baby. It's my house, and go give up my one little studio apartment to come rent a 3-4-bedroom apartment with you and your kids. They took out student loans to go buy brand new cars they could not afford. You know what I did? I walked, me and Lexi, we got on the bus. I took, God bless the 31 bus. I would go down to Penn Station every month. I was in Work First, New Jersey. Work First, New Jersey would give you a bus pass. If you just go up to the development, I forgot what it's called. Go up to the welfare building. I remember going up to the welfare building in East Orange, and you would have to bring in your schedule that you're in college, and they would give you a stipend to go buy a bus ticket, to go buy a bus pass. And I would go up there, get my stipend, go down to Penn Station and buy my bus pass. It was $42 for a bus pass for a month. And for all my time in college, I would walk about 4 or 5 blocks, take the 31 bus, get off when Lexi was done with preschool and was in kindergarten, first grade, get off, cross the street, drop Lexi off, cross back the street, get back on the 31, go down to Martin Luther King Boulevard, got off, and walk across the street to Essex and Rutgers. Essex, Rutgers, NGIT, they're all on the same street. And I did that for 8 years. No, it wasn't 8 years. It was 5 years, 4 years. And you know what my friends and the girls I went to school with in college was doing? They were driving brand new cars and talked about me. You so cheap. No, take out the student loan. Take out the student loan so you could buy a car. I said, nope. Because the thing about a car is you got to buy a brand new car, then you got to get full coverage. And they took out those student loans and they bought their cars and they rented their expensive apartment. And 20 years later, they are still crying that they want student loan cancellation. No, pay your debt. Pay your debts. And now they have kids and they're crying about what we gonna do for college. My kids want to go to college. I can't afford it. So I'm not talking about people who don't know about student. I'm talking about people who went to school, took out student loans, and now your kids are ready to go to college and you're in the same situation. So the curse continues. The generational curse of poverty and debt continues and is transferred to your next generation because you did not do your part. So my question is, what is the answer? Why don't we have a life plan? When my baby, this little boy, was born and we got his Social Security card, the first thing we did was open up his 529 plan. This little boy is 9 years old and he's already set for college. My son will not be one of the little black kids talking about, I don't know how I'm going to pay for college. I don't know. I can't, my mama can't afford to send me to college. Not my son. He will not be one of those kids. He ain't gonna be one of them. He gonna be like, okay, swipe the card. Swipe the card. We're already teaching him. Look at that. These are all coins he saved for a whole year. He went to the bank and cashed it in. And he left $100 in his savings account. And he brought $61 home. And he's giving God $25 out of it. So what's the answer? The answer for us cannot be that we're always looking for handouts. It cannot be. It cannot be that we're always looking for student loan cancellation. It cannot be that we're always whining and complaining that we're the bottom of society, but we're not trying to lift ourselves up out of the ashes. It cannot be that we're talking about college ain't for everybody and then we whine and complain. My husband had a procedure last year on his knee. He had gotten a basketball injury and he had to do a procedure. And when I go to a place, I'm always looking for people that look like me. And I went to this surgical center and I not one black person. The black people were pushing the carts, picking up the garbage. There were no black surgeons at this place that I went to. There were no black nurses at this place that I went to. There was no black reception working in the front of this place that I went to. It is a very popular surgical center in New Jersey. The black people were taking out the garbage and pushing the carts because I look for my people. I look to see if there's any people that look like me. Now, my husband's the doctor that sent him to do the knee No, I was about to say he black. No, he not. He Italian. No, he not. So what is the answer? We cannot keep saying we're the bottom, but we have to rise, and we rise by our kids becoming the engineers, the doctors, the psychologists, the psychiatrists, the surgeons, the nurses, the presidents of company, the CEOs, the CFOs, the teachers. My little boy is going to the summer program this year, and it's 1 month free. The Nord Board of Ed give us 1 month free. And the first day I went to pick him up, you know how the first day or two is just crazy. And for the first time, he's gone for 5 years. So let's see, he's no third free. He went kindergarten year, first, second, third, 4 years. And I noticed, child, that all the teachers were lily white girls. I was shocked. Because even again, I live in a Hispanic community. But I noticed all the teachers this year were lily white girls. And there was one, I noticed this one black guy. Went up and talked to him because of course, they didn't have little Michael name on the schedule again. And it's like they have something against kids that go to private school. They don't be putting their names on the schedule for the free summer program. And I was shocked. And then it hit me. Teach America, right? These little white girls go to college. They get their teacher's degree. They come teach in the black community, in the, what they call it, urban communities for a few years, right? And then they get their student loan. They get something for their student loan. My girlfriend did it. Where she worked in social services, and then I'm trying to get the picture. She was able to get her student loan taken care of. There were no black teachers, y'all. Now, mind you, I live in a mixed community again, but I live in Newark. It's a black city. Okay? Newark is a black city. But I was shocked. Y'all, when I went to pick up little Michael. Because I kind of noticed it when I dropped Michael off. There were no black teachers outside. None. Because they stand outside with the names, with the grade and the names. There were none. But I was in a rush that morning. But when I went back, I paid attention. There were no black teachers. All the teachers were the lily white girls who you could tell they just came out of college and they're just trying to do their 4 or 5 years to get their student loan taken care of. They're just teaching the community for a couple of years and get them taken care of. And little Michael said, "Mommy, Miss So-and-so, she asked me for my lunch number." He said, "What lunch number? I don't lunch number. My daddy pays for my lunch." And they asked him, "Well, what school do you go to?" Because all the other kids, they were putting in their lunch numbers. And they said, "Well," she said, "Well, what school do you go to?" He said, I go to St. So-and-so. And she said, "Oh, you go to private school?" And he said, "Yes, I go to private school. I go to so-and-so." And so they said, "Okay, well, you don't have to put your lunch number. You don't have a lunch. You don't have a lunch number." So my thing is, people of color, we need to rise to the occasion. Again, little boy been going to this school summer for 4 years. I've never seen anything like it. And there were maybe 1 or 2 Hispanic teachers. He's math teachers, Hispanic man. Usually you see all the Hispanic teachers and black teachers. This year, I ain't seen one. I'm not saying there is none. I'm just saying I didn't see any, because first to fourth grade is one side, and then fifth to eighth grade is another side. Maybe they're on the other side. We have to have a plan for our lives. You have a child, you must think this child might possibly want to go to college, so let me start saving. You can't tell me you can't afford when you drive around in the hood in Tesla and Benz and Lexuses. Go get your Ford, a Chrysler, and then put the rest of the money, so when your kid graduate and want to go to college, if that's what he or she wants to do, you can say, here's some money for you to pay for college, or pay something towards the college. My husband's godson will be graduating high school next year. He wants to go to Princeton. Princeton, I forgot how much it is, but I looked up the dorm. It was this year in 2024, Princeton dorm is $11,000 for one semester. And I told my husband, you need to pay for his dorm. At least for 1 year, you need to write him a check for, let's just assume next year it's going to be about $15,000. So my husband is prepared to give his godson $50,000, maybe $20,000 to start off his college education. We have to rise to the occasion. We have to stop saying the bull crap that we say, because if we want to see, I had another young man, and I'm just talking because I'm so annoyed, y'all. When we first came over here, we had have a landscaper, Spanish man, very, very nice man. And his son graduated. His son is cutting grass. So I say, you're not going to college? He said, yes. And the father said, we can't afford that. No, he need let him be a landscaper. I can't afford to send him to college. Mamas and daddies, you have 18 years to save for your kids to go to college. Look around in your life. Where can you cut back? Go turn the Benz and the Lexus in and get you a Ford so you can save for your kids to go to college. If your children want to go to college, you should not tell them you can't afford it. That is not an option. Telling your children you cannot afford for them to go to college is not an option. You must be able to say, here is some money to start your college education. Again, this ain't for mamas who are running around talking about college ain't for everybody. You got 55 kids. Ain't none of them want to go to college? Okay, I gotta go, child. My class is getting ready to start. I'm just annoyed. I'm just really annoyed. And I just want to say on my Facebook, just in case not any of them listen to this video, I just want to comment, girl. Remember when you signed and took that $30,000 student loan that time, so you could buy a car and rent an apartment? And then the crazy thing is, after they graduate, they can't afford the car or the apartment. I have to go. I have to go, yo. I'm just really annoyed. You see my little boy, boo boo. He's walking into his future. He is rising to the occasion. By the time he's ready, college is paid for. Hopefully he comes home, or if he want to stay on the dorm, he can stay in dorm. We ain't gonna take out no student loan. He ain't gonna get in debt. He's not starting his life in debt. He gonna start his life free of debt. He don't got to worry about starting his life at 24, 25, and he got $150,000 in student loan. No. Shame on me and Big Mike if little Michael have to start his life out in debt. Shame. I got to go. Let me go, child. I'm annoyed. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Okay, comment below, Jack. Just comment below. Let me know what you think. Love you. Bye. Bye.